The greatest leadership strength actually be invisible? What if true authority means making others shine instead of yourself? You mind if I share a short story? One day, one of my project coordinators was struggling to get a key stakeholder to attend a critical meeting. She was frustrated, and let's be honest, she felt stuck. But instead of stepping in visibly, I decided to quietly coach her on crafting a compelling email invitation. After she sent it, I secretly got on the phone with the stakeholder saying, "Hey, you know that meeting invite you just received? Well, it is crucial that your presence be known, and it would mean a lot to the team." Therefore, the stakeholder attended. Everyone praised the project coordinator for her persistence and effectiveness. She even joked to herself and said, "I didn't know I was so persuasive." I just smiled because as a leader, sometimes your best moves happen behind the scenes. And that's exactly what the invisible leadership is all about and leads us into point number one. Implementing the visible leadership philosophy. See, invisible leadership is about empowering your team members to lead visibly while you provide guidance real quietly behind the scenes. See, it emphasizes elevating others rather than seeking recognition yourself. Why is that important? See, this style builds empowered, autonomous teams, clearly positioning you as a mature, confident leader who prioritizes teams' growth over personal visibility. Experiment with these actionable tips. Regularly delegate high visibility tasks to your team, allowing them to shine publicly. Actively mentor team members privately, providing behind the scenes support rather than micromanaging them publicly. Celebrate team success loudly and frequently, but let your team members take the center stage as the star they are. Point number two, cultivating an adaptive confidence. See, one of the things that I learned in this thing that I love, that I hope you fall in love with, called project management, is a lot of times as a project manager, we can struggle. Okay, let's be honest. We have challenges with having confidence. So having the ability to cultivate an adaptive confidence refers to being able to be flexible, adjusting your confident level based on situational demands, avoiding both overconfidence and, most of all, family, self-doubt. See, this mindset alone allows you to make decisions assertively while maintaining a flexible and being open to new insights. This is important because this approach alone positions you as a highly self-aware, authentic leader capable of inspiring confidence without sacrificing two key points, and that's humility and adaptability. Experiment with these actionable tips. Regularly assess your own certainty level, openly adjusting confidence in uncertain situations. Clearly, and I do mean clearly, communicate when additional expertise or information is required before making a decision. And the last and final one, use your adaptive confidence as an example for your team, normalizing realistic uncertainty. Point number three, practicing thoughtful defiance. Again, practicing thoughtful defiance. See, thoughtful defiance means just basically intentionally challenging established norms or processes with purpose, clear, and evidence-based reasoning rather than simply conforming to the status quo. I'm gonna park here parenthetically, and this is one of those things when I would normally say message, but we got to get right into it. One of the things I've noticed is that we don't do more of this. We go along with a system. And when I say a system, meaning a system of not trying to make things better for the team, not trying to make things better for the organization, because we're nervous and we speak up, even though we know it's not helping the organization, even though we know it's not helping the actual project. We're afraid because that's what's always been there. Well, that was always been there, got established somehow. I don't know, maybe I'm going on a rant, so excuse me. But the point I'm trying to make, family, is this is why you're there. This is why they hired you, is to improve. But just don't improve, just don't give solutions from an emotional aspect. Let's use evidence, meaning data. Let's use evidence. Let's experiment and test it out. Okay, I'm through. All right. Here's why it's important. Thoughtful defiance shows confidence. It shows strategic insight. It establishes your reputation as a fearless innovator who prioritizes results, or better yet, outcomes over being conformed. Experiment with these actionable tips. Regularly evaluate current processes. actively looking for areas that need to be challenged or updated. When proposing changes, always present clear, data-driven reasons demonstrating potential benefits. And the last and final one, publicly acknowledge successful outcomes from thoughtful defiance to reinforce the value of what I like to call constructive disruption. Point number 4, my favorite, use strategic humor. Why so serious? See, strategic humor involves skillful incorporating appropriate humor into your leadership style, specifically in tense or challenging situations to reduce stress, build rapport, and most of all, foster openness. Listen, we're working with individuals on this team, in this organization. Why not have fun at what you do while still maintaining a frame of being professional? I don't know what happened, but a lot of times I'll be in meetings and they're just dry, or we'll be in a presentation and it's just dry. And it's like, it makes you see people almost falling asleep and bored. You'll listen to a comedy or listen to a show and they'll infuse some type of humor. So we have to have the ability as project leaders to strategically employ humor highlights that advance emotional intelligence and differentiate ourselves with interpersonal skills, improving the actual team morale and communication. Experiment with these actionable tips. Use appropriate humor to gently address sensitive topics or diffuse tension in meetings. Number 2, carefully select moments to lighten the mood, ensuring professionalism is still sustained and maintained. And the last and final one, monitor team reactions closely to continuously adjust humor style and frequency. Point number 5, practice the hidden stakeholder approach. I like this one. Let me tell you why I like this one. I'm going to unpack this in a way that may be different. It's not going to be different in the context, but in the content of what I deliver. What do you mean by that, ED? Well, what I'm saying is, a lot of times, have you ever been leading a project and all of a sudden a stakeholder comes up and you're like, oh, you're supposed to be part of this project? See, this approach of proactively, and I do mean proactively, identifying stakeholders who quietly influence your project's success, yet often remain overlooked. Engaging these hidden influencers mitigates unexpected obstacles and definitely secures a deeper buy-in. This is important, family, because mastering that hidden stakeholder engagement, it showcases your advance of political savvy, strategic foresight, and most of all, effectively safeguarding your project from unforeseen internal challenges. Experiment with these actionable tips. Conduct deliberate stakeholder mapping sessions specifically aimed at uncovering indirect or hidden influencers. Next one, engage these hidden stakeholders early through personalized conversations or outreach. And the last and final one, continually to revisit stakeholder landscape, updating your engagement strategies as internal dynamics evolve. Point number 6, utilize disagree and commit effectively. What is disagree and commit effectively? Well, that just basically means this is a principle that encourages openness, vigorous debate, and disagreements during decision-making process. But once, and I'll say it again, I had to put the finger up. I told you about the Defiance and tumble, but once a decision is finalized, it requires a commitment. Support everyone involved, even if initial disagreement still exists. Why is this important? Using a disagree and a commit, it effectively demonstrates your advanced leadership maturity, ensuring a unified team alignment and decisiveness, and most of all, a confident project execution. Experiment with these actionable tips. Explicitly encourage your team to openly debate and challenge project decisions professionally and respectfully during discussions. Clearly communicate when the debate period ends and decisively reinforce that team-wide commitment to the chosen path is mandatory. And the last and final one, personally model this behavior consistently, openly committing to and supporting decisions you previously questioned. Point number 7, lead with strategic vulnerability. The strategic vulnerability involves selective sharing personal or professional challenges so you can build trust, you can be relatable, and most of all, you want to be authentic without undermining your leadership effectiveness. This is important, family, because Providing, or I should say, practicing strategic vulnerability significantly enhances trust and emotional connection, clearly positioning you as someone that is genuine, approachable, and relatable leader. Experiment with these actionable tips. Thoughtfully share personal or professional challenges with your team at appropriate moments so you can foster trust and openness. The next one, pair vulnerability with clear, and I do mean clear, examples of how you constructively manage these challenges, maintaining leadership credibility. And the last and final one, regularly encourage and validate vulnerability with your team, demonstrating a culture of psychological safety and mutual support. Last and final one, champion psychological safety. Actively champion psychological safety means creating an environment where team members feel comfortable taking interpersonal risks, such as voicing their ideals, concerns, or mistakes without the fear of negative consequences. This is important because psychological safety is critical for innovation, engagement, and effective communication. Actively cultivating this environment clearly establish your leadership as being empathetic, inclusive, and highly effective. Experiment with these actionable tips. Regularly explicit communicate the importance of psychological safety, setting expectations clear, publicly praise team members who demonstrate vulnerability, openness, and boldness in communication. And the last and final one, regularly assess your team's psychological safety through structured feedback sessions or anonymous surveys, actively, decisively on understanding what makes sense from the feedback of what they're saying. Well, family, if you made it this far, again, as always, I truly appreciate it. Today, we discovered the powerful mindset shifts of exceptional project leaders. Remember, true leadership is not always about being seen. It's about empowering your team, strategically stepping back, and confidently allowing others to shine. Now, don't just listen. Take action. Choose one approach we discussed. Maybe it's the invisible leadership. Maybe it's about practice thoughtful defiance, or maybe it's about adapting confidence. Implement one of these this week. Your leadership journey grows with action. So start now. Your team deserves the leader you're becoming. Well, family, I go by the name of ED. For all you smart and intelligent folks out there, hey, listen, that just simply means Ed. Until next time.